All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Robinson. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Penix here from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he takes this up to the 30 before heading out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it. He's on the move. Complete out to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And it's a dime look from the Falcons now. 3rd down coming. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To throw here on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll try and punch it in. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Chased out to his right. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Tigers have a great 1st drive and get the game's 1st points. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got...
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He finds Tigakonkwo for the grab. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
And go.
Penix now on 1st down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Stays. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
They'll run for this. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Here's a give up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to the air here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Let's go now.
And you're going for this. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Falcons get the football on the first turnover of the contest. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Penix working from the gun. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Achan does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's go now.
They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. Hits his running back.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's go.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They go play action on 1st. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a man right side. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff now out of the gun. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Penix here from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal a little bit tougher here. Running it after the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Penix. The back's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go.
Right up the gut. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They give it to him again. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown. The Tigers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Running back sent in motion left. Penix on first down. Caught on the comeback route. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have the football, playing for their season here. They're trailing.
Ready up.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Ready. Chop 79 Bronco. Let go.
Throwing from the gun here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Penix now on first down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And again, it's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone now. He's got it. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of the field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now give left side. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
18, 18, set.
They'll try and throw it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Go!
Back to throw it. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be a 1st down. The give now out of the shotgun. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Here's a throw. This complete to Colt. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Williams coming in motion right. He's back to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. He'll throw it. He's going deep. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And
Running back sent in motion. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Trying to hit his fullback there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Hauled in by Waddle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Paris. Falcons 8 points behind. Third and a lone yard coming up. Robinson on the inside give. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Setting up to pass. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All right, all set up now. First and 10. Here he is to throw. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Robinson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Still one more in their pocket to use. It's second and goal. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Let's go now.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
Back to the well again. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.